Hello, hello. Hey, Clarissa. So it's nice to see someone here. That's exciting. I'm happy to play for one person as I am to play for several. So I will play for you and whoever else is here. Probably my husband. So I guess I'll just start to sing. I feel much safer when it rains. I like to feel it pouring on my skin. My pores let it seep in. You won't hear me complain. I feel much safer when it rains. Where I come from, the sky is small. Sometimes you can't see it at all unless you're tall. I know the sky will never fall. I know the sky will never fall. It's hard to tell who's good, who's cruel. And someone always sends me back to school. Back to school to learn the lesson again. I know what's right from what is wrong. Might not be tough, but I am strong. So strong. You might be here, you might be gone. I know what's right from what is wrong. It's hard to tell who's good, who's cruel. And someone always sends me back to school. Back to school to learn the lesson again. I feel much safer when it rains. I like to feel it pouring on my skin. My pores let it seep in. You won't hear me complain. I feel much safer when it rains. I feel much safer when it rains. I feel much safer when it rains. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Rich DeAngelis II, for joining. I'm glad you made it. Denise, thank you very much. I wrote that song, Safer When It Rains. Oh, how's the sound? Maybe, Rich, you could tell me that. I hope it's okay. I hope the piano's not overpowering. But I wrote that song because my brother-in-law is a retired police officer. And one time, long ago, when I lived in Philly and I was taking the L to work and taking buses and whatever, he mentioned that generally criminals don't like to work in the rain. So, oh, sound is good. Thank you, Denise. So it made me feel safer when I would walk around Philadelphia and take the L. When it would rain, I was like, I feel a little safer now. And, I wrote the song and then he was like, that's not always true. But of course it's not always true. But if I were self-employed as a criminal, I guess if it were raining, I'd take the day off, I guess. I don't know. So thank you. Okay. So thanks, Clarissa. Clarissa, I'm so happy for your good news. So I'm sending those hands clapping right back to you. This is called Portrait. It's a wonder how every day is a new portrait. We get to paint it, often without much care. Some days we find that we've painted a weed, some days a fine orchid. Brush stroking blindly, we stumble on something rare. But this day I've put aside to create with intention, rather than run from fear or try to hide. I've got got a new canvas, this old easel to lean on, and I'm painting you next to me, by my side. Sometimes an artist will paint the landscape you see right before them. Looks so real you can imagine you're there. Sometimes they paint with visions and dreams, abstract and foreign. Thanks, Denise, singer-songwriter, taking your heart on a journey who knows where. I can paint it surreal for the parts that I'm not free to mention, with as much honesty as we all can abide. I've got a new canvas, this old easel to lean on, and I'm painting you next to me, by my side. If I could inhabit a painting, which one would I choose to? The skies of Van Gogh or the fields of Monet? But I've come to the truth that this is the frame I belong to, and that someone's painting me a little late. My colors may fade, my body may break, my mind lose dimension. The persistence of time never lets you stay long for the ride. I've got a new canvas, this old easel to lean on, and I'm painting you next to me, by my side. And when the story is over, when the paint dries, when all that's left are those observing to decide, will they see satisfaction in my eyes when they look at my portrait? Thanks so much. Thank you, Brian, for joining. Brian is another singer-songwriter, very active and helpful in the singer-songwriter community, puts a lot of thoughts together, sends out prompts and things, which I'm terrible at, but it's a good thing. I have no plans for today. I'm just sort of winging it, so I'll do another piano tune. This is called Top of the Ferris Wheel. I ran as fast as I could down to the storefront corner, peeking over the row homes, hoping to see the promise of the Ferris wheel, part of the sphere, winking back at me from the sky. I could see colors, the lights all aglow, oh how they twinkle at night. It's time for the carnival, can I go? Hop a ride on the merry-go-round, let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better from here. Didn't have much to hope for, never dreamed of diamonds or rubies. Came by the crazy, honestly, learned how to act scene from the movies. Oh, you should have seen me back then. I was drunk with desire, I wanted to be good at something, but just someone prove them all to be liars. It's time for the carnival, can I go? Hop a ride on the merry-go-round, let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better from here. I sit on the bench in Cape May, October last meet on the shore. The church is a junkie's playground, the connies don't stop there no more. Yes, it's a bit chilly in autumn, but I'm still seeking thrills and I have the right. No one should hold that against me, everyone deserves to see pretty lights. It's time for the carnival, can I go? Hop a ride on the merry-go-round, let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. Doesn't matter how fast you go. Go fast or slow as you might. All of life is a circle. Catch as you can, don't hold on too tight. Just when you think you've gone forward, you might go backward again. Don't waste your time counting accomplishments if you can't count on your friends. It's time for the carnival. Can I go? Hop a ride on the merry-go-round. Let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better from here. Thanks, that's called Top of the Ferris Wheel. That's on my new album, Jellyfish on the Moon, new as of March. As was Portrait. And I don't even remember what the first thing I did was. Whatever that was. That was Safer When It Rains. That's on my first album, which is called Chasing Happy. Thank you so much. Woot woot. Thank you. So I am going to play a song called Still You Choose Love, which is also on my Jellyfish on the Moon album. Singer-songwriter Heather May inspired the song. I can see your hands are tied. You want to hold the hand of your beautiful bride, but it's not safe, you need to hide. You get glances when you take outside chances, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger of the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Coming in now for a kiss, you have to look around, make sure that nothing's amiss. There's no one you want to offend, least of all a relative or a friend, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger of the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It moves the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything, you make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, is love, is love, is love, is love. When will love be free for everyone? When will it be safe to hold hands and kiss in the sun? No matter your origin, your race, your creed, your color, your religion, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger of the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It moves the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything, you make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, is love, is love, is love, is love. Thanks so much. Hi, Dot. My sister Dot is here. My sister Dot. It was my birthday, so this is like extended birthday month celebration because I celebrate all month, so it's still my birthday. So cheers. My sister Dot treated me to a couple days in New York last weekend, which was really, really fun. I had such a good time. Didn't want to leave. And then my husband Rich treated me to Gettysburg, which was also really fun and chill. And I felt well rested after all that, so it was good. I think what I'll do now is my Brahms trilogy, which that is the song I wrote about the love triangle between Clara and Robert Schumann and Johannes Brahms. The first song I'll sing is in Clara's voice, which Clara was a virtuoso pianist and a composer. And she was a touring musician. She lived in Germany and she toured England and the Netherlands and Russia. She had 7 or 9 children. I keep getting different different counts of that, but let's just say 7. 7 children, and she was really the breadwinner. She was married to Robert Schumann, who was the premier composer of his day. But thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to anyone else whose birthdays now, like Clara or Clarissa or other people. But anyway, I digress. So she was the breadwinner because Robert Schumann was incapacitated because he had some mental health challenges. And one day, Johannes Brahms knocked on their door and rocked their world. I am married to the kingmaker, but of all the kings he chooses, Jojo's the ball breaker. He's a heart taker, and they call him the darling of the muses. As I entered the parlor, Jojo sat at the piano. The diamonds in his eyes and his hair was a halo, and he began to play like nothing I'd ever heard. It was crazy, made me dizzy. I think smoking is the word. The king is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. Jojo kisses my children at night and tucks them into bed. He turns for days, took evening walks after tea. Nothing happened, I'm ashamed, there was no impropriety. But he does give me a charge, and he blows all my fuses. How did I fall in love with the darling of the muses? Tongue started wagging after me and my kids. Wish I'd had half the fun that they'd imagined that I did. But I got bills to pay, I got work to do. Ain't it funny how Jojo didn't get a scarlet letter to tea? The king is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. Jojo kisses my children at night and tucks them into bed. The kingmaker laughed me when he jumped into the Rhine. The voices in his head were so much stronger than mine. But I loved him with a vengeance, every moment here gone. He left me with Jojo, but he also left me all alone. The king is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. And when he took his last breath, I turned to Jojo and said, let's take a trip together, but he blew his kisses to me. He said he'd rather be alone as long as he was free. Now my heart is broken twice, and I'm left with all those bruises. How did I fall in love with the darling of the muses? But now I'm in the counting house, counting all the voices in my head. Now I'm in the counting house, counting all the voices in my head. And now I'm in the counting house. Live captions. So does it have a, are you saying that it has a, like a darling of the new ooze? Well, that's a different song. It's probably X-rated. I didn't know they had live captions going on with my voice. And I get feedback that I'm a little bit too, I articulate a little too much because I grew up in choir singing where you're singing in a cathedral and you had to like enunciate all your T's and D's and I get, when I was recording this album, Glenn Barrett, my producer, was just like, I was a little too accurate with all of my T's and D's. So the second song I'm going to play is in Brahms. Oh, it's an option I turned on. Oh, okay, you can turn that on if you need captions. That's great. That's cool. The second song is in Brahms' voice of my trilogy. All these songs are on Jellyfish on the Moon. And early in Johannes Brahms' career, he wrote a song called World Don't Perish, Sky Don't Fall Until I'm With the Girl I Love. I've never heard the song, it was in German, but it inspired this song because Brahms was a bachelor his whole life, and I thought I was going to be unmarried my whole life. I got married late, so I was a very, what do you call that, simpatico with Johannes Brahms for many reasons. I'm saddled with the duty of writing songs about true love. It's something that composers ought to do. My heart is young, though not in years, but I see love through a lens of fear. It's hard to tell the falsehood from what's true. I recognize the sputtering of broken hearts when they take wing. They need the strength of two where there's just one. I've seen the shot off Cupid's bow miss its mark and crash below my feet. I gaze ahead and I walk on. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. The world don't perish, sky don't fall on me. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. The world don't perish, sky don't fall on me. I notice that you're generous, you heal my heart with tenderness, and my imagination starts to run. But in the club of lonely hearts, I am a patron of the art, and I know how this ends before it's done. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. The world don't perish, sky don't fall on me. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. The world don't perish, sky don't fall on me. I dreamed we shared a moment where you drew me in, caressed my hair, and whispered softly in a dulcet tone. I close my eyes as if it's mine to feel that tenderness one time again. My eyes flash open, I'm alone. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. The world don't perish, sky don't fall on me. World don't perish, sky don't fall until I'm with the one I love. World don't perish, sky don't fall on me. Thanks so much. Hey, Dee, thanks for coming. Great seeing you here. Dee's my cousin. Deanna Siderio is my cousin. So nice to see you. And yeah, so that was the second one. And then the third one, I have to take out my Jaws, shark. Wait, this way. Jaws, shark, capo. Wait, here we go. I just have to do that every time. I love this capo. Thanks, Clarissa. Let's see. This is the third song. This is in the voice of Robert Schumann. Robert Schumann loved Brahms. He loved Johannes Brahms. He called him the darling of the muses, which is where I got the name of that song. That was Brahms' title for Robert Schumann's title for Brahms. He loved his wife. He trusted his wife. He knew he had to know there was some kind of connection there, but he trusted her. And so he didn't probably feel the way I am portraying how he may have felt. This is more of the way I would have felt if I were Robert Schumann. It's called You Don't Look My Way. I'd been so high on your love, came to rely on your love. Now I ask why. I got a degree in your love, got a paper decree of your love for eternity. But now you don't look my way. My knees for your love, sued your enemies for your love, cut down family trees. But now you don't look my way. I faced every fear for your love, shed salty tears for your love, gave my best years, and now you don't look my way. Who made the stars cross up in the sky? Who got you singing a new tune? Who made your heart skip a beat away from mine? Who put lasso around the moon? I know that I need on your love. I beg and I plead for your love. I've got a need. Now you don't look my way. You know I would die for your love. God knows I've tried for your love. You're not satisfied. You don't look my way. Who made the stars cross up in the sky? Who got you singing a new tune? Who made your heart skip a beat away from mine? Who put a lasso around the moon? Where do I go without your love? What do I have to show without your love? Who do I know? If I don't know you, please set me free from this love. Lord, rescue me from this love. You're all I see. You don't look my way. That's called You Don't Look My Way. And is my Robert Schumann song. Thank you everyone that's joining, popping in, popping out. I appreciate all of it. And the likes and the loves and all of that. It's great to have people here at all. I just decided, because I had to do a gig at East Goshen Park. It was an arts festival. They're going to have it annually, which is a cool thing. I love this park. I walk in this park all the time, East Goshen Park in my area. And I had to do a 90-minute set, and I realized how rusty I was. And I sort of crammed at the end to like, oh, I know all these songs. And I started playing them, and even forget what song I was playing. From my first album, Pearl, which is normally a go-to song for me. And I couldn't remember how some of the words in the chorus, and I was like, whoa, like that's I was like, okay, I am rusty. So just missed something. So hey Lachelle, thanks for joining. So I decided I'm going to try to do this on a weekly basis just to keep my, it's funny, CM and I go to Vance Gilbert's Monday night pajama party. It's every Monday night, and he often says, I'm doing this for me as much as I'm doing it for you. And I'm always like, yeah, right. And then when I had to do that gig and I really struggled because I was so rusty, I realized what he meant, because if he weren't doing that every week, his chops would have gotten rusty over the COVID time. And now he's doing actually real gigs, and you can check him out on his website, vancegilbert.com, if you'd like. But he has real live gigs in person, which is cool. But for me, I'm not ready for all that. This is like a side thing for me. And, so I want to do some streaming. I hadn't done a lot of it during COVID because I just wanted to stay out of the airwaves. I know there were a lot of musicians that were trying to make their living on live streams. And now that that's kind of subsided a bit, I decided I would give it a try. But I was trying to just stay out of the way, just so that they could make their living. So anyway, what's next? I just don't know. I think I will do my Jolene reply song, which, man, I'm on Twitter and I see all this Dolly Parton stuff. She's just so amazing. And gosh, if anybody knows her and could send this song to her, that would be awesome. I would love for like a Brandi Carlile or a Miley Cyrus or someone like that to sing this song, and it's called Don't Blame Me, Jolene's Reply. It's me, Jolene, who takes the blame. I hear you yodeling my name every single time you get the chance. You declare that I'm the one who came along and spoiled your fun. You're just using me for your snake dance. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. That song you sing is such a fraud. You spin your tail like Scheherazade, as if your live or dying depends on me. Your imaginings put me through hell. The truth is stranger than the story you tell. Listen up, the truth will set you free. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. I see the sadness in your eyes, yeah, that's a look I recognize when a situation's finally seen. And if you didn't think I'd done you wrong, I bet we would get along. We have more in common than it seems. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. But don't blame me. I'd say you're the finest woman I've ever seen. And I don't want to compete with you. Don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man, I want you. So that is my Don't Bite Me, Jolene Chapai. Which is also on my Jellyfish on the Moon album, which reminds me, I should probably play Jellyfish on the Moon. I really didn't have a plan today, but I should probably play Jellyfish on the Moon. Jellyfish on the Moon is the title track. And I haven't played it in a while, so I'm a little rusty on this one, and this is why I'm doing this, because I'm going to get unrusty. Next week, I'm going to play a bunch of newer stuff. I wasn't quite ready for it yet, but I got a lot of new stuff that I'm working on, and I would love you to hear it. But in the early 1990s, NASA sent 2,500 jellyfish into space. And they came back with 60,000 jellyfish brought back to Earth that have been born in space. And when they brought the jellyfish that had been born in space back to Earth, they found that they had evolved. They no longer could tell up from down. And I get it. I wasn't born here, I was born on the moon. I don't know what's up or what's down. I wasn't supposed to leave my home. I wasn't supposed to be found here with gravity holding me close to the ground. I have a resistance to east and to west. I don't want to go either way. But with much persistence I'm moving on. But in what direction I cannot say, because gravity is holding me close to the ground. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know now, but I'll find my way somehow. You wouldn't believe if I told you the truth. You won't understand what it meant. Turns out my life was transported here. I was a mad scientist experiment, and they let me go and released me into the cold. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know now, but I'll find my way somehow. Excuse me please, there has been some mistake. I was born to be free and float in outer space. You brought me down to earth. Now I can't find my place, and I'm topsy-turvy. I'm topsy-turvy. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm evolving. I am a jellyfish birthed on the moon. I'm revolving, and I don't know now, but I'll find my way somehow. Thanks so much. Thank you. Jellyfish. Oh, you found jellyfish emojis. That's cool. Very fun. That is fun. I never saw them before, I don't think. I always use the octopus, which is not a jellyfish, but it is a coleoid, which is also what a jellyfish is, I think. If you're like a sciencey person and you know that's not true, just let me know. I'm going to try to do one cover song. And this is, I had to collect songs about bees because I was doing I had to do three songs at a event at East Goshen Park which is different than my 90-minute set. But I had to come up with songs about bees. So I did, the birds and the bees, and I did, I forget the other one I did, but this was, this one, Vance Gilbert put on my Facebook page, and I was like, I love this song. And it was by Truman Capote and Harold Arlen, which is such a weird thing that they even wrote music together. So, and Vance is like such a encyclopedia of songs and music that he put this song on, and I could never play it like him or like anyone, but this is my version, and this is what I did at the bee. They have beehives at this park. They have 4 beehives that they're using. They have a lot of unplowed land, and the bees are in trouble, so they're helping the bees. When a bee lies sleeping in the palm of your hand, you're bewitched and deep in love's long looked after land. When you see a torn up sky with the morning new, and when those days go passing by as love comes calling on you, sleeping bee, don't wake and can't believe what has passed. Maybe I dream, but he seems sweet, golden as a crown, and a sleeping bee done told me that I'd walked with 2 feet off the ground when my one true love I have found. My one true love I have found. I gotta work on that one. I forgot the same part I forgot when I sang it at the bee event. So I'll work on that one. I'll do that again next week, and it'll be all the words instead of most. It was most of the words. Next week it'll be all the words. Okay, I think I should go to piano. I'm only going to play like another, maybe 2 songs. I thought for this first time I'd keep it short, and maybe for all of them I'll keep it short. So that you can, 8 o'clock, people like to curl up on their couch and watch their favorite shows. Oh, is that bees? Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that honeybees? I love it. This is a song I wrote quite some time ago. I really want to record it. I did a version of it that I might release with Rich. Rich and I recorded it, but I'm just going to play it. You must have been high when you said those words. There's no other way one would explain how they got heard. I must have been mad to believe what ensued, that those words would escape your lips that way unless you were stewed. Since you've been gone, I've written some songs, and sometimes it works to call you a jerk. Then I feel better than holding my mighty pen. I use it to write, I use it to fight, and I usually win. You must have been high to have been so intense. Those words wouldn't come out, not without some blunt influence. I must have been mad to think you meant what you said. However far you did blow hard right into my head. Since we've been apart, I've checked on my heart. It's such a relief, my heart still beats, and that my love still pours, and it still isn't yours. And I must be right, on that moonlit night you were high as a kite. Must have been high Wouldn't know what to do if that really were you and you weren't so lit. I must have been mad or much too serious. No harm, no pain, no need to explain why you were delirious. And as for those words that you didn't tone, that you've now chosen to disown, are they strung in your head like lyrics you forget? Well then forget me too, if you must. Long forgotten, I'll turn to rust, and I'll melt in your brain right next to Mary Jane. You must have been high, I must have been mad. You must have been high, I must have been mad. I must have been mad. It's called You Must Have Been High. Okay, I think I'm going to play one more song. This is my lullaby. This is my good night to you. I hope you like it. This is on my first album, Chasing Happy. Lay down your head, close your eyes now. Wasn't that a surprise? You got through the day. The dragons are gone, slain till another day. The moon has appeared and chased the sun away. Take all that you've learned now, give all that you will. Your life is a journey, so never stand still. Warriors need rest, dreamers need to dream. Hearts made of gold have feelings, you know. Doors open and close, that's what they're meant to do. Have courage, my friend, to always go through. Remember the windows lead to places to go, especially windows that lead to the soul. Lay down your head, close your eyes now. Wasn't that a surprise? You got through the day. Thanks so much. This is my first weekly live stream. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. And I'll probably have another link. But thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all the love. And thanks for being here. It's really nice to be able to sing to some people. That's really fun for me. So thank you. And I know you have a million other things you could do with your time. 1 hour for me is just such a gift. So thanks so much. If you have requests for next year or whatever, thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks, Clarissa. Thanks, Rich. And Rich, you can come back in the house. You're allowed back in. And thank you everyone that joined, Brian and Denise, and everyone that kind of checked in, and everyone that didn't check in. I really appreciate it. So, Kathy, thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks, CM. Thank you. And take care, everyone. T Bird, hi. Thanks for being here. Yay. All right. See you soon. Bye.